Why are y'all talking? Shouldn't be anything. All right, now, I'm not gonna lie, every time I hear the word cone, I go back to my childhood, and I think of Baskin-Robbins and 2 scoops on top of the cone, and it makes me happy. Are you with me? Those were good memories. When my parents would let me go to Baskin-Robbins to get a cone, it was a treat. Like sugar cone, perfect little cone, 2 scoops, whatever flavors I was into that day, cotton candy or whatever. I usually did something weird like cotton candy and chocolate or something. Little kids have weird flavors sometimes, or combine weird flavors. But it's a good memory. Well, we are going to be finding the volume of 1 cone. Now notice, what shape is at the top? Circle. So, the circle is still going to be just like the circle from yesterday for the cylinder. The only difference is, this is 1/3 of a cylinder's volume. So, the formula would be volume equals 1/3 pi r squared h. The same formula from yesterday. Today, since a cone is 1/3 of that, we're just going to multiply that answer by 1/3. Or we're really doing what? What is 1/3 the same as? If I multiply by 1/3, what is that really the same as? No, not 3. 1/3 is not the same as 3. 1/3 is the same as, what does that symbol say? Dividing by
3.
1/3 is really dividing by 3 if you know math. Okay? If I take 1/3 of your money, I divided your money by 3, and that's how much I took. So, if you want to today, do the cylinder formula, pi r squared h, and then get an answer, just don't forget to divide by 3. If you want to type all of it in at once, calculator will never forget to divide by 3. All right, so let's look at a problem. Let's say this distance from here to here is 5 inches. It's a big cone. That's the kind of cone I want. Now, the height of a cone. Where does the height of the cone go to and from? Is this the height of the cone? No. You see how that is at an angle? That is actually called the slant height. You'll learn more about that when we get to geometry in high school. If they give you this number over here, don't ever use it. That is not the height. The height goes from the center of the circle to where?
The bottom.
The tip of the cone. So they will always have to do some type, let me redraw that. Let's move that over here. The center of the circle to the tip of the cone will always be the height, and usually they will put like a little 90-degree box in that corner. So that height would have to be less than 10. Let's make it at 9 inches. I don't know if on the homework they give you the slant height. I know once you get to geometry, they're going to give you the slant height because there's a formula we're going to use later that involves the slant height. So let's do our formula. 1/3. What are we using for pi? 3.14. What is the radius here, Nola? 5 inches is the radius, squared. And times the height. What is the height, Bailey? 9 inches. All right, now it's all a calculator problem. Everybody type it in just the way it's written. 1/3 times 3.14 times 5 squared times 9. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And we'll let Addie Jones tell me what she's got. She's got 235.5. Do the people agree with Addie?
Yes.
She typed it in right then. And we need to put inches cubed. We're still finding volume. Volume is still a 3-dimensional object. So we would put inches cubed. Are there any questions?
No.
Do we need to know? The only new thing today is the 1/3. How do I type that into the calculator? 1 divided by 3. That's all a fraction is. 1 divided by 3. Hey, what if they give you something like this? Let's turn the cone upside down. All the ice cream's falling out. What if they give me this number is 24 centimeters?
It'll be 12.
Andrew?
You divide it by 2.
Good. If the line goes all the way across, that's the diameter, divide that by 2, you would use 12 for the radius on this one. Are there any questions? Short and sweet notes today because there's really only one thing new from yesterday's notes, the one there. All right. Y'all are